Today I discuss habit and habitat of alga. Alga, they are divided into two parts. First of all, aquatic and terrestrial. Aquatic are freshwater alga and marine water alga. Freshwater alga are those alga they are growing pond, lake, stream, tanks, ditches, etc. Example of freshwater alga, Udogonium. This is structure of Udogonium. Second point is aquatic algae is marine water. They are grow in sea and ocean. Example is ectocarpus. Structure of ectocarpus. Terrestrial algae. Terrestrial algae are those algae they are grow on soil surface, damp, shady, tree bark, old house walls, and rock surface grow. Example of terrestrial alga is Volcharia and diagram of Volcharia. In simple language, terrestrial alga are those algae that grow on the soil surface. Third point is caryophytes grow on the ice and snow region, या free freezing temperature region. This is known as caryophytes. Example is Chlamydomonas. This is structure of Chlamydomonas. And aerophytes. Aerophytes are those algae they adapt the aerial mode of life and occur on the tree trunk, moist wall, and flower pots, etc. In these places they are grow. Water and carbon dioxide they are required for complete their life cycle, and they are directly adapt water and carbon dioxide from atmosphere, and this is called aerophytes. Example of aerophytes is Trentifolia, that means that grow on the bark of tree in moist and humidity climatic condition they are grow. Structure of Trentifolia: bark of stem, bark of tree, or stem of tree. They are grow in moist and humid climate condition. Next is thermophytes. They are grow in hot and spring and high temperature region, 17 to 80 degrees Celsius. Example is oscillatoria. Is structure of oscillatoria. Thermophytes are those algae they are grow in hot and spring and high temperature region. They are survive and grow fully. A next part is unusual habitat of alga. First is haplophytic. Haplophytic alga are those alga they are found in saline water and high water tolerance capacity. Example is Dunallalia. This is structure of Dunallalia is haplophytic alga. Lithophytic alga. Those alga they are grow in marine alga, rhodophyceae and phaeophyceae, and is called heliophytic alga. The member of Cyanophyceae grow on moist rock, wet surface, rock surface, and soy or blue-green algae prevalent and are also exposed the rock surface. Who is exposed the rock surface is blue-green alga and Ravillaria. They are exposed the rock surface. Next is epiphytic. Epiphytic example of Udogonium. Epiphytic are those algae they are grown other aquatic animals. Epizoic. Epizoic those algae grow in animal shells and mollusca. Mollusca one of the famous example of snail, and those algae grow on the turtles and fin of fishes in epizoic. And protoderma is grow on the back surface or back of the turtles. Endozoic, zoic, that means zoo. Animals. They grow inside the body of aquatic animals. Example, Jucularella is structure of Jucularella. Next is parasitic alga. Parasitic alga are those alga grow on upon other plant as a parasite. When causes red rust of tea, you can see a red rust on tea on the surface of leaf of tea plant. Parasitic alga damage of tea foliage in Assam and near states. Example is polysaphon are example of parasitic algae. Last is symbiotic. Lichen is a good example of symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi. And symbionts grow in symbiotic relationship with fungi and other plants. Example, chlorella.